Hey Facebook, happy Friday! This is kind of like a bonus video. I had no intentions of doing this on here, but I just did this for my team and I got some really good feedback and I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and share it on Facebook because I know that I connect with a lot of other people in direct sales. So with that being said, my name is Heather Schreiber Burns. I am super passionate about helping women exchange or trade in their average lives for awesome lives. And I think one of the amazing ways to do that is in direct sales. I've actually been part of 3 different direct sales businesses. I have built 2 to 6 figures, so I am passionate about this industry, and I love helping other women achieve their God-sized dreams. So I constantly hear, some of my leaders and some girls always saying like, I just can't get my downline to work, right? And so like I said, I did this video for my girls and I felt like, hey, why don't I go ahead and do it for all of you? So if you're not in direct sales, this is not the video for you. Maybe you're some other kind of entrepreneur, that's cool. You might be able to learn some stuff from this, but otherwise, you'll probably just want to stop watching this video. But if you are an entrepreneur and you are in direct sales, I would love for you, to drop, if you're watching this live, drop a 1 below and tell me what company are you with. I would love to kind of just see, because I talk to women from all over who do all kinds of different things. And then if you are watching this on the replay, drop a 2 below and tell me what company are you with. And who knows, maybe someone's looking for a sponsor and they'll look on the string and find you. So let's talk about it. Number one of the reasons why your downline might not be working is that, I'm sorry to say, but you may have sponsored the wrong person, right? So not everybody is made for direct sales. It takes a special kind of person. It takes somebody who really knows what they want, and in any business, right? It's not even direct sales, it's any entrepreneur business. I have another business and I still have to really want it in order to make it work. So it might very well be that you simply have sponsored the wrong person. And let me give you some tips around maybe why you've sponsored the wrong person. So 1, you do not want to be just looking for someone with a pulse, right? That's not what this business is about. And I want to highly encourage you, if you're using the words easy, oh my gosh, this business is so easy. All you have to do is take selfies and post it online and people just want to buy from you. Or, oh my gosh, our products, they sell themselves. If you're using that kind of language, there's a really good chance that your downline and your team are going to be people who are looking for something really easy. That are looking for something that's going to just sell itself, right? So be really conscientious of the verbiage that you're using when you're talking about building a business, because you know, and I know, if you're building a business, it's hard. There are things about the industry that are hard, right? But so is being broke, being in debt, living paycheck to paycheck, and not being able to take your family on vacations and all the other things, right? So you gotta, at the end of the day, choose your hard, right? What's hard? Building a business is hard, but so is living a life that's unfulfilling and that is average, right? So that's number 1. You may have simply just sponsored the wrong person. And I want to encourage you, if you have a team of a bunch of wrong people who are kind of lazy, who don't really understand what this industry is about or aren't ready to work, or maybe they simply just aren't cut out for this and they don't want it, that's okay. There are thousands and thousands of people who are out there. So I want to encourage you that it is easier to give birth than it is to raise somebody from the dead, right? So you can breathe life. You can't breathe life into something that's already dead and that's dead, right? So love on those people. Understand that they might not be made for your business, but that's okay. You can still love them and you can still keep them as a customer, right? Because hopefully they still love the products and they still want to buy from you, or the service or whatever it is that you do in your business. But go give birth. Go give birth to some new people. Go find fresh, new people who want this and who are willing to work, roll up their sleeves, and do this with you. But to do that, make sure you're using the right words to explain what this business opportunity is about. Take the word out, easy. Take the phrase out, the products sell themselves. That is garbage, okay? I'm a little bit on fire. So I'm super passionate about this. Like I said, I just did this for my team, and I'm hoping that you get something from it too. So number 2, one of the reasons that your downline might not be working is because they don't even know why they're working. In our industry, we talk a lot about your why. Know your why. Your why should make you cry. There's a reason for that, because that should be tied so closely to your heart that when the going gets tough, you are okay to say, you know what, this is hard, but I have to do this. And so you can all look at the hundreds of reasons why you don't want to and why you can't, or you can look at the one reason why you have to. That why is what's going to drive you to put your big girl panties on and do the things you don't want to do, right? So you need to know the people that you're sponsoring into your business and that you are responsible for mentoring. You need to know why they want to do this. I would love for you to drop a 3 below if you know to the core of who you are what your why is, why you're in your business, and nothing is going to get in your way because you know it. Drop a 3 below if that's you. And if you are kind of like, you know what, I don't even really know what she's talking about, I'm not really sure what a why even is, drop a 4 below, because that might be you and you're like, I don't really know. You have got to have a clear understanding and vision and strong passion as to why you're building your business, or I promise you, you'll cave. This industry, 9 out of 10 times is voluntary, right? Most people who get into direct sales, they have another job. And so this isn't their sole income. And so if they wanted to say, you know, I'm done, peace, I'm done with this thing, they can. And so when you treat it like it's an option, a lot of the times it's easy to give up. But if you know that why, that it is just like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what comes, hell or high water, right? I'm going to do this. So know your why and know your downline's why. And when they want to quit, you remind them and you say, has something changed? I know that you are working toward being debt-free. I know that you are working toward taking your children on vacation this next summer. Has your why changed? And remind them of that, because sometimes they just forget what they're working toward, because this business, any business, it's hard. It's hard to build one, okay? Number 3, another reason why your downline might not be working is because you don't have a duplicatable system that when you welcome somebody onto your team, that you know exactly the steps they're going to take to get started. And you have to think that a lot of people who get into this business have never done a business before, or maybe they've never done direct sales, or they don't really know a lot about your products, or their experience isn't very strong. And so you do have to, you know, I always say you want to create leaders, not leaners, because you don't want people who are needy and that need you to handhold them every single step of the way, because we are looking for people who are ready to take initiative and run with this thing. But in the beginning, kind of like a little baby bird, right? You've got to be the mom that is, they're in the nest, and when they're ready to fly, then that's when you give them that tough love. But in the beginning, you are going to, you're going to love on them. You're going to give them a system. You're going to teach them how to do it. And then when they're ready to fly, which is typically after they launch their business and they're ready to rock and roll, right? You teach them how to be more and more independent. But in the beginning, you have got to have a duplicatable system, something that you have that works for everybody in your organization, that when they come in, you have them do this, then they do this, and then they are on and they're running, right? So make sure you have some kind of a system. Otherwise, your new people are probably like, what do I do? She makes this look so easy, right? The other thing is that, I don't even know what I was going to say. I don't know what the other thing was. So let me just go on to number 4. This is where I'm going to love you guys so much, but I hope that you hear my tough love. Some of your downline, number 4, they're not working because you've gone into management mode and you're not working. In our industry, you can't just sponsor all these people and expect them to do all the work. You actually have to do the work, right? Monkey see, monkey do. The speed of the leader is the speed of the pack. What you do, they do. What they see you do, they do. It's not do as I say, it's do as I do. And what they see you do, they're going to do. So if you're not selling your products, then why would they sell your products? If you're not selling your service, why would they? If you're not sponsoring X amount of people every month, then why would they? And so some of you need to take a really good look in the mirror and you need to ask yourself, am I working the business the way that I would want my downline to? And that's something that I ask myself often at the end of the day. I say, okay, if my girls did exactly what I did today, would I be proud of them? Would my business grow? And those are some tough love questions that as a leader you have to ask yourself, because you are not a manager as a direct sales sponsor. You are not managing anyone except yourself and your own business. So you can't go into management mode thinking you have to do everything for everybody and making sure she's doing this and she's doing this and he's doing this and whatever else. You need to do your thing, right? You need to set the bar. You need to set the goals that you want to set, and then your team is going to see you doing, and I promise you they will do. So I hope those help you. I hope those give you some ideas of maybe why your organization is not going the way that you want it to go. And I promise you, in any organization, you're going to have highs and you're going to have lows. You're going to have times where everything just seems to be working, and then you're going to have a dip in your business where just nothing is working. And instead of throwing in the towel in those dips, because they happen, and they're gonna happen forever, you have to take a step back and look at your business and assess where you are. Where are you in your business? Are your sales goals where they wanna be? Are your sponsoring goals where they wanna be? Are your everything? Are you where you wanna be? Because usually in the dips is when you're also having a dip too. And so then your team is kind of just doing the same thing. But in these moments of a dip, take a step back, take a deep breath, look, remember your why you're gonna keep doing this, and fix some things, change some things, do some new things, because what worked for you a year ago might not work right now. And that's okay. That's the fun part of our industry, is you get to switch it up and you get to figure out, you know what, this worked for me a year ago, but this is like not working right now. Okay, then do something new and try something fresh, and then teach your team how to do the same thing, all right? If this was helpful to you, I would love for you to share it with your team. I would love for you to share it in your team page, whatever it is, share it on your page. And I want you all to know that you were put on this earth for a reason and a purpose. And just because your business gets hard does not mean you aren't meant for this and you can't do this. It just means you got to do some things better. You have to switch some things up. And so I want you to know that God wants to bless you abundantly in this business and help other people be blessed abundantly. So go do that. Go sponsor the right people. Go find the right people who are ready and willing to do the work. And I promise you, your organization will thrive. All right? Happy Friday. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend, and I love you guys. Bye.